TNA Slammiversary 2013. Jay Bradley versus Sam Shaw. Don't really know what to say about this match because there hasn't been much build, much hype, much storyline, much of anything really. The only real thing you could go on is gut check. They both won gut check. Alright, fair enough. I like both guys, but I like Joe Bradley more because he's a heel, and I generally like heels more than good guys. Sam Shaw is an amazing athlete, but I believe Joe Bradley is the better wrestler of the two. Sam Shaw's gimmick is kind of generic, in my opinion. So it's difficult because I feel like I want Joe Bradley to win, but I feel like Sam Shaw should win. Like, he needs to win more than Joe Bradley. So in all fairness, I would say Sam Shaw to win this match. Gail Kim versus Taryn Terrell. I like what they've done with these two. I like the build, I like the hype, I like the storyline. I like the fact that both girls are good at what they do. You know, Gail Kim is an amazing wrestler and probably my favourite knockout in TNA. And Taryn Terrell is beautiful and amazing to look at. Yeah. And where was I? Yeah, Taryn Terrell is really good. Not the greatest wrestler, but her passion. She seems to have bucket loads of passion, and you know, she gets into it, and that's good to see. That's more than like Velvet Sky, for example, you know, and other knockouts. You know, not knocking Velvet Sky, but I'm just saying, like, she just, you know, she seems to just show. She just shows a lot of passion, you know. I don't. This will be a good match. But I don't think Gail Kim needs to win. Taryn Terrell needs to win this match more than Gail Kim does. So Taryn Terrell to win. Joseph Park versus Dvon for the television championship. Okay, so the last time these two wrestled, I didn't expect it to be a good match, and it was a really good match. You know, wrestling, psychology, amazing. I was like sitting there and I enjoyed it, and I didn't expect to enjoy it, so I'm expecting another good match. Yeah, see the way, like, I mean, Dvon's had the belt like quite a while, which is good, you know, gives the belt credibility and all the rest of it, and Dvon's good. I'm not knocking Dvon, but the way I would use the television championship is like the IC title, you know. But I mean, that belt's been ran so many different waists. I like Dvon. I like Joseph Park. Abyss came back recently, which was good to see. Good to see Abyss back. Want to see or hear him talk more, Abyss. That's the side I miss more than anything. It's not what he does in the ring. It's the psychology and the talking. You know, when he was feuding with Brian Kendrick and he was reading the Book of War, I believe it was. You know, and he was just reading sentences from that. You know, and quotes, and that's the Abyss I went back personally. But yeah, I'm expecting Joseph Park to win, really, because, you know, Dvon's had the belt like for a while now, good few months, and Joseph Park hasn't had a belt yet. So yeah, Joseph Park to win. Suicide versus Chris Sabin versus Kenny King for the X Division Championship and an Ultimate X match. Now, before I get into this match and give my predictions and views and opinion, Chris Sabin, man, have I got the utmost respect for Chris Sabin. Coming back after one torn ACL, respect. but then to come back after 2, like, amazing amount of respect for Chris Sabin. Bucket loads. Chris Sabin deserves to win this match, and I don't really see Chris Sabin being a world champion, but he deserves to be one of the greatest X Division champions in TNA, in my opinion. Suicide, in a word, is amazing. I've obviously only seen him in one match myself since he's come back. That triple threat with Kenny King and Petey Williams, and that was a really good match. Kenny King, great X Division champion, like his swagger, like his style. See, in a lot of ways, I feel like it's too early for either Suicide or Chris Sabin to win this match. But Kenny King has had the belt for a little while now. So yeah, this is a difficult one to predict. On one hand, I want Kenny King to defend because I like Kenny King and I think he's a good X Division champion. And then on the other hand, you've got Chris Sabin and Suicide, who are both really great. You know, they both deserve Chris Sabin more than Suicide, but Chris Sabin, he deserves that X Division championship, and this would be a great night to do it. Slammiversary, one of their biggest pay-per-views. So yeah, I don't know, it's difficult, but I want Chris Sabin to win, and in a lot of ways, I think he will win. Christopher Daniels and Kazarian versus James Storm and Gunner versus Austin Aries and Bobby Roode versus Hernandez and Chavo Guerrero in a 4-team elimination tag team championship match. The bit before this was a mouthful. I'm looking forward to this match. You've got some great wrestlers in this match. You know, Christopher Daniels, Bobby Roode, Austin Aries, Kazarian, Chavo Guerrero, Hernandez, Gunner, and James Storm. He's not a great wrestler, but he's good at what he does. Yeah, a lot of talent in this ring, in this match, and this is almost impossible to predict who's going to win this, because you know, Chavo and Hernandez have only had the belts for 3-4 weeks. They haven't had them long. So I don't know. See, I would want. I don't know. Like if they're making Storm and Gunner into a full-time tag team, then it makes sense for them two guys to win it. It makes sense for Gunner to go in there and dominate every single person in that ring, apart from Storm, obviously. Because the guy hasn't been around for the last 5, 6, 8 months. Yeah, they haven't been using Gunner. So to make him, you know, to put him up there again, to make him like, you know, oh, Gunner, we forgot about you. And then what TNA need to do is remind people who Gunner is. Just how good Gunner is. Okay, Gunner could have been a world champion a year and a half ago. Gunner could have been a world champion. They could have kept pushing him, and he could have been a world champion. Even if he didn't win at Bound for Glory or Bound for Glory series, whatever, they still could have made him into a world champion. Or even a main event. I'm not necessarily a world champion, but a main event definitely. So the way I see it, if they're going to make Gunner and Storm a full-time tag team, which in my opinion they should do, because Storm is better suited as a tag team wrestler, and Gunner, it's good, like, gets him over, you know. So if that's the case, Gunner and Storm to win. But if it's just a one-time thing with them two, then Chavo and Hernandez to defend their belts.
AJ Styles versus Kurt Angle.
So I've seen this match a few times now. I've never really been overly impressed with it, to be honest. I'm not knocking Kurt Angle, you know, he's good at what he does, but he's not the greatest wrestler in the world, for fuck's sake. It annoys me. Like, it's like Ric Flair. How is Ric Flair the greatest wrestler that ever lived? You know, how does... You know what I mean? It's stupid. He isn't. And nor is Kurt Angle. I would be very, very surprised if AJ Styles lost this match. I would be shocked. I'd be like, what? You know, I'm not expecting Kurt Angle to win this at all. It's AJ Styles' first match. Is it his first match? It is, isn't it? It isn't. No, it isn't. I'm wrong. It's his first big match, though. His first pay-per-view match back since his comeback. So, yeah. Yeah, I'm not really overly looking forward to this. It'll be okay. It'll be a good enough match. AJ Styles is a brilliant wrestler. I've always liked AJ Styles, and Kurt Angle can wrestle when he feels like it, but a lot of the time he just does the same thing. So yeah, I'm sort of like that with this match. I'm like, meh, 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 you know, 50-50, because AJ Styles is so good, and AJ Styles to win.
Sting versus the World Heavyweight Champion Bully Ray in a no-holds-barred match.
Oh, this match is gonna suck. Sting versus Bully Ray, no holds barred. Yeah, this will be alright. I'll give it that much at least, but it's not going to be great. It's not going to be brilliant. It's not going to be a must-watch match. And in a lot of ways will be the worst match on the card. In my opinion, Sting is past his prime and needs to stop being in main events, stop involving himself in the main event. You know, Sting gets like 10 grand a week and he barely wrestles. That kind of makes me, you know, a little bit sick. Bully Ray is a great world champion. One of the better world champions they've had since Austin Aries had it. Yeah, I had to, and other people, I'm sure I'm not the only one who doesn't like Jeff Hardy, but I had to suffer Jeff Hardy for 4 or 5 months, and that was boring. That was. Bully Ray, I love Bully Ray. Great heel. Gives Aces and Eights a lot of credibility. Same along with Dvon. You know, them two both give it a lot of credibility. Yeah. See if Sting wins this, it's like, what does that really do for, pardon me, the company? What does that do for the company? You tell me. You wrestling fans, yeah? Leave a comment and tell me, if Sting wins the world title, what does that do for TNA? Yeah? Because as far as I'm concerned, it doesn't do nothing. And considering it's like Bully Ray's first championship reign, it should mean something. He should beat people like Sting. He should beat people like Hulk Hogan if that happens. I've heard it may happen at Bound for Glory. I hope it doesn't. Yeah? Why would you do the Bound for Glory series for then Hulk Hogan to come in and go, nope, I'm going to do that? That'd be kind of shit. You know, the way I would do it would be AJ Styles winning the whole thing. You know, and have AJ Styles and Samoa Joe, AJ Styles and Austin Aries, AJ Styles and Bobby Roode, yeah, AJ Styles and Eric Young in the finals. Have AJ Styles win. Have AJ Styles go to Bound for Glory and beat Bully Ray for the world title. You know, it sets up that storyline now from Impact a couple of weeks ago or last week, whenever it was, when he, you know, they was going to give him his cut and he was like, alright then, yeah, I'll attack him. Yeah, I've done that. Kurt Angle attacked him with a hammer and a knee. They all turned it back for some reason. And then, yeah, he attacked them with the hammer, which I liked. I love the fact that AJ Styles did that. Because it's like, the guys, I know I'm going off track, like talking about AJ Styles, but the way I see it, AJ Styles will be involved in the main event. One way or another soon. And it should be Bound for Glory, in all fairness. Bully Ray to win. I'd be very fucking pissed off if Sting won this match. So yeah, Bully Ray to win. That's that. Please leave comments. Give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you want. The reason why I haven't been making Joker's Wild and Extravaganza, you know, the ones that have already been taped and everybody knows the matches and predictions for, or the results for, that's why I haven't. I thought it'd be a waste of time, whereas this one is like live on Sunday, so that's why I haven't been doing them other ones, just so you guys know that watch me. So yeah, thanks for watching guys, and I'll catch you next time.